I'm Kamla Patel, and I've been in menswear for more years than I care to really remember. But let's put it this way, nearly 40 years. And I love the industry. Women's wear, I dabbled in for a little while through Gabicci. I hated it. Hated every minute of it. Give me menswear any day. Menswear retailers, agents, the whole world of menswear is so different. Right, so I used to attend the spring luncheons. I was always invited as a guest by one of its members, Simon Lovell, and I loved it. I enjoyed the days. And they used to say, oh, come and become a member. It wasn't for me. And again, without sounding too horrible, it just looked like it was full of old agents in there, and I didn't really want to be part of it. I loved seeing them and being part of it, but I didn't want to be part of the club because I didn't think it was for me. They had an open evening in November, and he invited me, and I'm trying to think how far back it was because it was some time ago now, and he invited me to it, and he said, just look, come and see and meet some of the guys and then see what you think. And I came in, and at that time Andy Thompson, he was the chairman. I'd never met Andy, although he was a competitor in terms of brand. I'd heard a lot about him, I respected him, but never met him. So it was nice to meet him for the first time. Anyway, I'm not sure if I should say this, but in the evening we had quite a few to drink, as you do, because this club is very much a social thing as well. There's exchange of ideas and that, but in the evening it's very much a social thing. Anyway, they said to me, would you like to join? So I just went, look, there's one thing, I'm very busy, I have a family, and I've heard that if I can't attend a meeting, I could be blackballed, and I'm not really into that, so I can't give the time. And Andy just went, darling, not on my watch. If you join, it won't happen. So I went, okay, fine. He said, I understand. If you can commit, you commit. If you can't, you can't. So I joined, and I've never looked back. And I have to say, I thoroughly love the club and love being part of it. Love the members, the camaraderie, the fact that I can pick up the phone anytime if I'm having a really bad day and talk to anybody, and they lift my spirits up. And it's the same for any of them. The fact that we have older members, we need to treasure that because they provide us with the history and also the way things were done as well, with the past as well, and the formality of it, which we need to observe as well. And it has now got a lot of younger and newer members as well, which is what I want to do, because I do think, yes, you need to embrace that, but you also need to move it on by attracting that, the newer audience and newer members as well, which is what I want to do. And thankfully, so far, it's going okay. We've managed to enroll, I think, 3, possibly 4 new members this year, all who probably wouldn't have looked at the club once upon a time. So that's really my role, just trying to make it move forward, and whoever comes through, I'm sure they're going to do the same thing as well. We want to attract new members as well, and yeah, just bring new ideas to it. I wasn't there, luckily, right at the beginning. However, I am very privileged, along with myself and Jeff Keogh, who are the members who worked with the original founding fathers of Gabicci, Jack, Sophia and Alex Pizer. So they started it off back in 1973, and we worked with them. So we kind of taken on some of the philosophy of that, because they also had a very family approach, much a family approach to the brand. As far as the brand is concerned, it was conceived in 1973. The name comes from Gabicci Mare, which is an Italian seaside resort, and it's where they used to holiday. So when they came back, loved the way that the guys were dressed. It was very informal. They wanted to bring that whole ethos over here, and they produced the knitwear collection, all Italian made at that time, sadly no longer affordable. And it's gone through changes over the years. It's appealed to, oh God, so many social aspects over the years. It's appealed to the Rastafarians, it's appealed to the mods, it's appealed to skinheads, Northern Soul guys, football casuals, and the whole thing goes round and comes back and goes round and comes back again. So we're back into that cycle yet again. And over the years, it's also been worn by people like Del Boy. And I have to say, again, I look on that time with fondness when he used to come over, David Jason, he used to come over to Gabicci House, and he would pick out what he wanted to wear himself, which also was the character that he wore it for. Recently as well, again, probably not the coolest people, but it just goes to show you the spectrum and the width of the consumer who loves the brand. You had Bobby Ball, who was in Not Going Out. He was wearing it quite a lot as well, up until the point that he passed away as well on the show. So yeah, it's gone through a lot of transition and a lot of history. And in that time, we've had several owners as well. We were owned by Joe Bloggs, who again is quite a legendary name. And currently we're owned by Boy Trading as well, and Amar Singh, who owns us. Also a very, very clever entrepreneur who owns many, many brands as well. So yeah.